will be gel nails. So we are going to go ahead and get started. I went ahead and removed what she had on previously, and now I'm just going to kind of prepare the nails, and we'll start with pushing our cuticles back. Just gently. No need to be rough. We're not going to do a lot of cuticle work, of course. I usually like to take care of the cuticles, and make sure, that they're not going to interfere with our gel nails. But I don't really care to do a whole lot of extreme cuticle care. Certainly we could do that. I've got all the tools I need for it, but that's just not what most of my clients like. So, all right, let me see the other hand, Jandy. We're going to do a really fun freestyle today. We're going to kind of, what we know going into it is we want to do some coffee colored nails. And we know that we want to do the other nails in kind of a fun nuance style, but keep the colors where they're complementing those coffee colors. That's kind of our only perimeters, and we're doing short nails. So we're going to keep them short. And this is not actually a shape that Jandy wears. And I'll give you a little closer look at it here. So I did kind of a tapered square on her, a short tapered square. She doesn't normally like square nails. I wanted her to kind of try this out, see what she thinks. I think she'll like it a little bit more because it is tapered. But I think it's really, really pretty. I love all the Japanese and Korean nail art that is done on this particular shape. I think it's gorgeous. So I figured today we would kind of keep it like that and see what she thinks. All right, so we've got those pushed back. Now I'm going to go ahead and we're going to dehydrate her nail. And let me just find, we're going to move kind of slow today because it's a slow Sunday. So there will be no rush. Perfect day if you've got any questions that you want to ask. We will have time to answer all your questions. We're just going to dehydrate the nails. Okay. Jeez. She's got most of her previous gel removed. We left just a little bit on there. Hey, Tammy. So she's got a little bit of gel still on her nail protecting her natural nail. But for the most part, though, we removed it. It wouldn't let you in there?
No, it is.
That's interesting.
It's acting.
Yeah, it is acting. YouTube is kind of acting weird. All right, let's get these dehydrated. How's your Sunday going, Tammy? And I've already actually scuffed up the nails a little bit, so we won't need to do that. I'll just kind of, I may do a little bit of it just to kind of go through the process, but I've really already done it. When I was removing her previous nail art, I went ahead and took care of that. All right. Okay, so just to kind of go through the process, if we needed to scuff the nail up, just to give it a little bit of texture, I would go in with my arbor band. I'm not going to turn it on since I've already done it, but I would just kind of roll over back here by this cuticle area, down my side walls, and do that on each finger. Okay, so easy peasy enough, right? And if you want to watch more of that, of course, I've got videos on here, and you can always go back and watch that process. I just kind of happen to have taken care of it today already. All right, I'm going to go in with my Young Nails Protein Bond. It's going pretty good. Good. I know. I'm having to, well, you know what? I really wanted to do a little bit of nail shopping when I got paid, but I couldn't. So it is what it is. I had too much to pay for this go round.
Tiffany said hi.
Hey, Tiffany.
He's getting ready to go nail shopping.
I know. That sounds like so much fun. So much fun.
Get you some Hang Pure.
Yeah, if you've got Hang Pure, get you one and try it. I do love it. Okay. Let's get your little thumb over here, Jandy. Okay, switch my hands. Jandy's going to make us dinner tonight. We ended up not cooking dinner last night for Valentine's. We just ended up going out to On the Border, which has since become Papados. And that's about what we did. We got some fajitas. It was very, very good. But tonight we're making, tell them what we're making, Jandy, because you know better.
Well, it's supposed to be for a pot roast to make it with
The
pepperoncinis.
Mississippi, yeah, the Mississippi pot roast with pepperoncinis.
But we don't seem to have good luck with pot roast. So
Yes.
I saw a recipe for meatballs
As
the meat,
yes,
but with the same ingredients to make it taste that
like
way.
like a meatball pepperoni or meatball Mississippi pot roast, kind of. And I think we're gonna do some pasta and have pasta with it because I've kind of been craving pasta.
Kim said, "Thank you for coming on. I'm a crime junkie and needed a break from the Guthrie case."
Well, good that you're a crime junkie, Kim. I am too. I've been watching that case like 24/7. I've been going back and forth between Ickadmail and what is it? 857 Arizona, I think it is, something like that. And then JLR. I've been kind of floating between everybody. Oh, and of course Ashley Banfield, because she gets a lot of information up front, prior. Okay, I'm going in with my base coat.
Sarah said hi.
Hey, Sarah. But yeah, we'll take a little break from Nancy. Poor Nancy. I hope they find her. I think they will. But that's just on a side note.
Maraju said hi.
Hello. Oh, by the way, the interview room too has great coverage of the case too. They're coming on tonight. I think I can't remember, 7 maybe? 7 o'clock, I think. Or it's,
7 our time.
Yeah, 7 Central. She's got the tiniest little crack right in here. So she's got it actually on both middle fingers, which she's kind of rough on her middle fingers. So I'm going to put 2 layers of base on her middle fingers. Okay. And there's not going to be a whole lot of, we're going to add like a really thin layer of builder gel, but not a thick layer. And then we'll probably do a little bit of encapsulation too. Because I think we'll put some things in some nails here.
Kim Renee said JLR's the best. Guy must have lost 10 pounds in the heat.
I know.
When he tried to call the wild boar, I about died.
I remember. Yes. Oh my God.
Jessa Marie said hi.
Hey, Jessa. Yeah, JLR's been doing great coverage. Brian Itten too. He's been doing great coverage. I mean, he is, a professional. But yeah, he's been doing real good too. Okay, and the Nuker Jandy.
Stephanie said hi.
Hey, Stephanie.
Jessa Marie said, how are you?
Doing real good, real good. Oh, you got a little hair on you. We're applying our base coat. It's gonna be a fun set of nails. Jandy hasn't done like a really fun short set in a long time.
Ash said hi.
Hey, Ash. Her nails though look great, don't they? They look real nice. Well, yes, you've just got your cracks on your middle fingers. I don't know what she does that. Well, you kind of do everything. Oh. Yeah, you're a little rough on your nails. But it's okay. It's what you got me for, right?
Yeah. Fix all my tearing up.
All your shenanigans?
Yeah.
Kim, do you find yourself staying up like in the middle of the night just to watch what's going down? I do. I get up and down. I couldn't believe everything going off the other night. I thought for sure something, something real big was going to happen.
Yes.
Yeah. I know. I actually kind of woke Jandy up and said, "Get up, things are going down." Okay, in the nuker, Jandy. I try to wake her up. Like anytime, if she gets up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom, I try to catch her. Let me tell you what's going on. Let me fill you in. Then she never remembers it the next day, of course. But I have to tell somebody. I should, when that stuff is on, I should just come in here and get on, right? We can do nails and listen to what's going down. One of these days, if I do get a way that I could, if I get like Restream or StreamYards or whatever, we might do that. I have thought about it. It's just right now I'm hearing that stuff is kind of crazy expensive. So
Tammy does the same thing.
Oh, Tammy. All right, I'm going to get my colors mixed here on my palette. I know for a fact that she wants some kind of coffee-ish nails, right? So I'm going to go ahead and put some coffee colors on here. And I got these little bitty coasters that say love on them. I got them from the thrift town, the local thrift town. And they were a great little deal. And I thought, well, that's kind of cute for the holidays. I'll use them all year long, though. Okay, here's our coffee colors. So the first coffee color I got, which is the really dark one, which if we use, we'll just kind of mainly use it as like a more of like a highlight kind of, because I don't know that I want to go that dark. But this one is Ego by Madam Glam. And then this one, this beigey kind of one, is Traditional by Madam Glam. It's really pretty, actually. I wouldn't mind wearing that on my own nails as just like a full color. Okay, let's put a little bit of this. This one is a different brand.
Top one looks way darker.
Does it?
Green.
Huh.
Looks like
sometimes the colors just don't show quite perfectly, do they?
Pretty close.
Okay, this color is by Nail Reserve, which I only have a few colors from Nail Reserve, but they're a fine product. Let's see, it's made in China. Well, there you go. Color wise, what is it? To tell you truthfully, I don't know. It's kind of a taupe color. We'll go with that, okay? And unfortunately, I have another one from Nail Reserve that, again, is not going to have the color name on it. Or does it? Wait a minute. Is this it? Let me see. That's not it. Surely there's a color name on here. No, there's not.
Yeah.
Okay, Jandy's going to look for a color name, but I don't see anything. Does anybody else use Nail Reserve? And you know where the... This one's kind of got like a jelly consistency to it.
Yeah, it's right here.
Oh, you see it?
For a Lady.
Oh, For a Lady. And this one is... The first one was For a Lady. And this one is... Sea Swingin' Sun. It's on the very bottom down there. I didn't realize. All right. So here are our coffee colors. One more kind of coffee-ish color I'm going to add is my Blessing, which is kind of a white pretty much. I would go with white. It's very close to perfectly white. And I'm just going to kind of add a little bit right up in here. And a little bit more just in case we need it for our other nail art. Okay, the other thing I'm going to get, which I know Jandy loves, is she loves blooming gels. So I'm going to grab my blooming gel. Let me find it. Okay, I got it. Blooming gel. Using my Madam Glam blooming gel. Okay, Jandy, let me see your nails. I'm going to go ahead. Remember we were going to, since she's got the little cracks on the middle fingers, I'm going to go ahead and add one more base coat on her middle finger on both hands. And what I'll do is I'll keep that in mind and we'll try to encapsulate her middle finger so that way it gives her a little bit more strength. If you'll go in the nuclear with that one, Jandy.
Green.
Yeah, they're not big cracks. They're little cracks. But they're there. Okay, nuke. Okay, give me your hand, Jandy, your other one over here. The one that you first...
20 seconds.
You're okay. Yeah, because you'll go back in there anyway. All right, I'm going to do coffee on this one. So I'm going to start with my blooming gel. And let's add a nice layer of blooming gel here.
Is Madam Glam the only one that has that?
No, they all usually have blooming gels, but I do like Madam Glams a lot. I have several blooming gels, but I usually go to that one. Okay, I'm just going to kind of run my brush through each of these colors. And I'm going to drizzle. I'll come back over and grab maybe a little bit more of the dark. And let's drizzle. Grab a little bit of the white and some of the dark. Drizzle it there. Oh, that's so pretty. I like it. Okay, I'm going to run my brush through it one more time. Let's do kind of the tip and maybe through here again. I like that. And then if I need, like if I want a little bit of dark, more dark, I picked up kind of just a little bit of that dark and run it through. Let's do a little bit more dark. And let's do some of that white. Let's add a little bit of that white in through here. Oh, that's pretty, Jandy. Okay, we're going to kind of let it do its thing, do its blooming thing. I'm going to wipe my brush off, and we're going to add a little bit. Yeah, that's really pretty. I'm just going to kind of pull it. If I feel like I want it to kind of make a little bit of a different pattern.
Tammy said, Jess Murray said it's pretty. Tammy said that would be pretty with a little bit of Goldie Girl swirled into it.
That's what I was just going to do. I was going to get some of my Golden Girl. Yep. Yes, because I think it'll be gorgeous. Just like the tiniest bit of glitter. Okay, let me find it. Let me dig in here. Okay. Is this it? Let me see. Yep, got it.
Oh, yes.
I know. I was like, just the tiniest bit of glitter will drag through. Okay, so I've got my Goldie Girl, which is from Gemini Cosmetics. And I'm just going to go ahead and dip my long brush in it. And let's just barely touch on it. Let's see. We need some through here. Just maybe a little bit more than that. I like it a lot though. Let's put some up in here and down in this corner. Can you guys see it? Or can you not really see it on screen, Jandy? It's so pretty in person. Is it pretty light to you?
No.
It is.
Okay.
Okay, I'm adding a little bit more. And a little bit more still in this area. very pretty. Okay, Nuke Jandy. Nuke it, Jandy. Okay, let me see this one. Okay, I think I'm going to do her pinky on this one.
It's
Oh,
so
no,
pretty.
we'll do
It'll
this
pop
one.
once top coated too.
Yes. No, here, we'll do the same. We'll stick with the same. Okay, some more blooming gel. All right. Let's get that out the way. I'm going to once again drag my long brush all the way through.
Mabel said hi.
Hey, Mabel. Go back through again. Let's go back in the white. Add one more little swirl right there. Okay, I want some dark little lines in here, so I'm going to dip back into my dark. And we'll just kind of drag it through. That we go right in here. Okay. Now while that's blooming.
Brenda said hi.
Hey, Brenda. Let's dip back in our Goldie Girl. There we go. I like that. It's just like a little hint of it. Okay, let me see when I like it. And then we'll go in the Nuker to cure.
Mabel said, how are you today?
I'm doing good. How are you, Mabel? I think I'm going to add a little tiny bit right here. Okay, Nuke Jandy. Nuke it, Jandy. Okay, let's cover our Goldie Girl so I don't get it everywhere. But we're going to do some more. We'll use some more of our glitters in the nails. Okay. All right, let's get our palette cleaned off with these colors. Now I want to stick to kind of similar colors. Okay, let me dig over here. Jandy, you want to show them what you've got on your other nail before I get the next set of colors out here? Show them what you got.
Mabel said, I'm fine, working on my channel and getting ready to start college.
Oh, nice. That's really cool. Okay, I'm digging for, I want some kind of earthy tones. How about, I've got a green and I've kind of got like a maroony brown. And see, oh, I've got a chocolate brown. Okay, I'm looking at all my jellies. All right. I've got kind of a yellow orange. Ooh, we've got a real pretty purple. Another kind of yellow brown. And an orange. Okay, this will get us, I think these colors will kind of be good together. All right. And I'll tell you what I'm working with as I go here. Okay. Ooh, that's so pretty, Jandy. I love it. Okay. All right, on the middle finger, we're gonna hold off on the middle finger because we want to encapsulate that one. I'm gonna move over here, and let's do. I'm gonna start with a green, which this green is Undercover by Madam Glam.
Mabel loves the brown marble.
Me too. Okay, I'm gonna put the green kind of right in the center. Okay. Let me see. I think I want to get it a little bit further over to that side. So I'm going to leave kind of my sides for a minute, but I do want a little bit more over here. Okay, I like that. Let's get this zapped really quick. Okay, let me see your other hand, Jandy. Okay, we're going to do the background green here. And Jandy's always kind of liked it when we've done like some little plants or flowers. So I'm going to do just little hand painted flowers over here, like almost in like a little vase or something. Okay, give me your other hand, Jandy. And what I like to do with my flowers is I like to work with blooming gel because I'm not the best artist. And when I work with blooming gel, I feel like it just kind of adds a little bit more to my drawing or my painting. Okay. All right, I'm going to put a little bit of white on my palette. Okay. Let's work with, how about we do kind of like a tulipy white. So I'm going to use this particular purple, which is really pretty. It's a jelly. And it is called, it's by Valentino. It's called 127. I like Valentino's jellies. They're very pretty. Okay, I'm just going to use my long brush here. I'm going to pick up some of my white. And let's just kind of making a flower. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's going to bloom anyway on its own. So how about we put another little petal right in here. Okay, I'm going to pick up a little bit of that purple. And I'm going to go just kind of right in the center. Let's get a little bit more purple. Okay. I can kind of pull it out from the center. And then I'm going to go in with, let's do kind of my chocolate brown and make a little stem. How about that? Okay. So I'm just going to kind of pull
The very top of the screen.
Oh, sorry. There you go. So I just kind of pulled through just a little bit like that. Isn't that pretty? Yeah, and let's go ahead and add, I feel like this one kind of got lost. Let's add some more of that purple. A little bit more purple. There. Okay, Nuke Jandy. Okay, we'll do something similar, but a little bit different on this one. Okay, so we're going to go in with our blooming gel. I need to wipe some of my blooming gel off. I was about to completely overload her. Okay, we'll still start with that white, but maybe we'll do it just a little bit different. How about we do little dots, just like that. Okay, I'm going to dip back into my brown. Maybe a little bit more brown than that. Okay. Let it kind of bloom and do its thing. And how about I just kind of draw through. Oh, I like that. I think I want a little bit more brown. So I put brown on my brush and then I just kind of am wiping it off just a little bit. Okay, I like that. Oh, that's so pretty. Okay, I want a little bit more white at the very top, the very tip-toppy. And maybe smack in the middle. And then as soon as I dot this, she's going to go and cure it. Okay, cure. Okay, let me see your fingers. This is what we've got so far. Isn't that pretty? I love it. All right. Let's get that off. Okay. Then let's see, what have we got? We've got this one, which is also a brown, and it is by Tracy Nails, and it is Velvet Whisper. I'll put a little bit on my palette here, see what it looks like. Okay, it's a kind of a dark brown, actually.
Jessa said super cute.
Isn't it cute? I love it. It's not quite the brown I wanted. Let me see if I mix a little bit of this yellow, which is dipped in honey. If I mix, and this one's by Madame Glam, you mix a little bit of this together and see kind of what it does. Okay, it's calming that brown down, so I like it. Okay, let me see you, Jandy.
Or which one?
You're good. Let's do this one. Okay, for my background on this one, how about we do some little lines in this kind of brown color. And they're not going to be perfect. They're just going to be very hand-drawn, right? This is our background. Whoop. Okay, maybe I'll get one more in here. Okay, make that one. Okay, let me see your other hand. Because we're going to encapsulate this one. So I just want a little bit of a background. That's complementary, but different. Okay, nuke it. All right, so let me grab some more glitters, guys. So we can dip back in our glitters. All right, I think I'm going to use my Slick Pour by Young Nails Flash and Burn for a little bit of the glitter in there. And then I think I also want to use, let me look here and see what jumps out at me. Okay, I'm still looking. Oh, we do have this, which is pretty. Let me see what this looks like. Okay, I'm ready for you. All right, so this one's going to be a little different. We're going to encapsulate it. So I think what I want to do is start with another little bit of a base layer, just like a really thin base layer. So let me get my base again. I'm just going to kind of get it wet. So just a little bit. All right, I'm going to go in with my bigger glitters. I'm going to use this green because I think that the green will kind of pull out that green in there as well. Okay, so I'll just kind of put her down here. And this is from Young Nails. It came in the little kit, not this past Christmas, but the one before that. So that's where I got this one. And I'm just going to literally dip in and hand place, okay? Let's put it right in here. We'll make kind of a little picture here. Okay. Let's put a couple down here. keeps wanting to lift off. Hold on. I'm going to get some more base on my brush for that end down there. Turn that there. Oh, we got a lot of gold popping in there, huh? Let's move this guy over just a wee bit. Okay. Let's get some more base. Okay. I'm going to dip back in. Oh, that's pretty. I like that a lot. Okay, I want kind of a tiny one. Let me see if I can get the teeny tiny. Here we go. Teeny tiny one right here. And here's a teeny tiny. And we got one more teeny tiny. No, that's it. Okay. That's so cute. Okay, I think I want to move. This is where you can kind of be a little picky because it is your glitter is your nail art on here. So I'm just going to kind of move some of these around a little bit so I get them how I want them. Let's move this tiny one right here. There we go. That's super cute. Okay, Nuke Jandy. Okay, let's get this guy. What do you guys think so far? Are you enjoying it? Good, I see hearts. Yay.
Looking good.
Good, good, Gammy. Thank
Marie
you.
says I love it.
Good. It's very different, huh? I like different though.
I thought you meant hearts in the glitter.
Huh?
I thought you meant hearts in the
Oh,
glitter
no.
you were saying.
No, we're not doing hearts today. Because we're doing I wanted to be sure and have it something outside of Valentine's. There we go. It's really cute. Okay, nuke that one, Jandy. And then let's go into our slick pour. Slick pour. Oh, I just spilled my slick pour everywhere. Hold on a minute, guys. Yikes. Oh my goodness. I just made like a complete glitter mess. Hold on. I got to figure out how I'm going to clean this up. Well, we're going to use the glitter on the table. How about that? So we'll start there. All right. Let me dust my hands off. Holy cow, we got a ton of glitter on the table. All right, so here, we'll just pick from the glitter on the table. How many of you guys have done that? I've done it a couple times, but in the past, I was lucky enough to have had it like on top of something that I could easily pour it back into the container. My desk will probably forever be coated in this glitter. Okay, let me see you, Jandy. Oh yeah, that's really cute. Okay, I'm going to back us up just for a second.
Mary said I do it all the time with Flash Bee Burn. It lives up to its name.
Oh my God.
J. Rob said hi.
Hey, J. Rob. Okay, I'm dipping my brush in the Flash and Burn. And I'm just going to kind of, you know what? It might just be easier if I just dip my finger in. There we go. That'll work. Since I spilled it everywhere.
Sit still.
Okay, let me see your other hand. We might be using Flash and Burn on something else too. Okay, Jandy, nuke that one. Holy cow.
Hey, sit still.
The glitter. Is she moving on you? Is it Crawford? Yeah. Crawford. Is she ready to get up? She's been sitting long enough. Okay, let's get, how about...
Brent, J-Rob, I always open my flash and burn over my dust collector.
That's a really good idea. Yeah, that's a great idea. I cannot believe I did that. Oh my goodness. Okay, let me see one of your hands, Jandy. Okay, all right, how about we do on her pinky, I'm gonna do, I've got this little, I love these actually. They're from Beauty Pal. I got them on Amazon, and there's some jellies. This one is JY28. And they're pretty little colors. It's going to be a little pink. And I'm just going to kind of keep it just kind of right in the center, like an aura nail would be. Okay, nuke that one. There we go. And again on this one. Okay, I feel like this one got a little carried away. So I'm just removing a little bit. Okay, nuke. Nuke it. All right, let me see your other hand, Jandy. Oh, I like these a lot. They're going to be very pretty. Okay, on this one, we're going to do a tiny little encapsulation. Let me see if I can find what I want here. I'm wondering where I put them. Let me see. I thought I had my little stars handy right here, but I'm not seeing them. Let me see if I put them over here. Okay, let me grab my stars. I put them somewhere else. But we're going to put tiny little stars, just a couple, into her jelly, into her little jelly aura that she's got going on. Okay, I've got my colors. Let me find it. See, this is what happens when you move stuff around. And then you can't find it. It's got to be over here. Okay, but it's not there. Okay, here we go. I found it. Stars. All right, and then I also want... I want some of... Oops. Let's see if I can find it. Some of my little ball beads. But you know what? I wished I had ball beads and like silver, but I don't. So we'll just have to do it with like a... We'll do it with more of a metallic silver. I want to get the black ball beads, and I want to get the like sterling silver looking ones. Okay. All right, here's my little stars. And I always open this upside down, so let me turn it right side up before I mess it up here. Okay. Let me see you. Let me see you. Okay.
Hello.
How
much does a coated manicure cost?
Oh, my manicures start at $65. I charge as much as like they do just around here in the nail salons. So I don't overprice anything. It's just the same.
That includes a color polish, I guess.
Yeah, it always includes at least one color polish. French is $10 more, which I don't think is too bad at all. And French is a little more time consuming, but okay, that's cute, Jandy. Okay, let's do one more. Whoop, I lost it. Here, we'll do a bigger one. Well, it's not wanting to pick it up. That's cute. I think it needs another one. Here we go. Nuke. Okay, let's get a little bit of base on this one just so we got some sticky. You guys like the stars? They're going to be cute encapsulated. Whoop. There we go. It just fell right on there. Whoop. Man, these things are not easy to pick up. I'll probably kind of pull this one down here. Kind of put him on the edge. Push him a little bit more in the center and him right about there. And let's do one more little one. I think that's cute. Let's get him situated on there where he's going to sit nicely. Okay, nuke Jandy. Nuke it, Jandy. Okay, thumbs are next. And I think I want to do, let me see your thumb, Jandy. All right, so we've got this going on. We're going to encapsulate this guy and we're going to encapsulate this guy. And I think on the thumb, let's do, how about we do a, do I want to do, let's do a brown jelly. So I'm going to get my Apres chocolate syrup. And I'm not going to do it perfect. I'm just going to kind of just thin and kind of straight, but not, I'm not going to fret about it. Okay, I'm going to add a little bit more down here just to make it be a little bit more jelly-like. Okay, nuke that, Jandy. And let me see your other finger. Okay.
Giggle Nails said hi.
Hey, Giggle Nails.
That's a jelly.
Yep. I know it's really dark, isn't it? Apres has some really nice jellies. They're very dark. I mean, they're very, they have a lot of color to them, very pigmented.
Quit.
What's she doing?
Moving.
Oh, she's still moving on you. Okay, I keep getting it on her skin. Just gonna wipe it off as I go here. Okay, again, I'm just kind of darkening up the color just so it looks a little bit more jelly-like. Okay, nuke. Okay, let me see the other hand, Jandy. And we're just kind of playing around as we go, so just freestyling. All right, I'm gonna get, my palette is filled with glitter, so let me get a fresh palette. Okay, we'll just put it on top of that glitter so I don't continue to dip into the glitter. I'm gonna grab a little bit of my orange here. Okay. All right. I'm going to dip into my orange. Actually, I need to do one more thing before I do this. I want a little bit of blooming gel just on this side. Okay. And I'm just going to kind of wipe. There we go. Okay, now we got the orange on here. I'm going to do a little bit more flowers.
Giovanni said hi.
Hey, Giovanni. Okay, let me leave that just like that for a second. Those are going to be kind of like flowers, but I know they're kind of peeking out the side here. I do want a little bit of white in the center of my flowers. So let me dab some on here.
Swati said hi.
Hey, Swati. Okay, how about we do some white kind of on the outside a little bit. Get some more white. There we go. Okay, that's looking cute. I like those colors together. Okay, I need another, let me get where I can wipe my brush again. Okay, I need something to kind of pull through to change the color here. And I think what I'm going to do is grab my silver, because I think, oh, silver or gold? I think I'm going to grab gold. Yeah, let me grab my gold, because I think that will be pretty to kind of drag it through for the stem. So I've got my mirror shine. Actually, this may be silver. Oh, it is gold. Okay, good. I was hoping for gold. Okay. So remember, there's not blooming gel over here. So I'm just going to kind of, here we go. Okay, Nuke. Just kind of playing around. Okay, let me see your other thumb. Okay, since I've got the gold already on my brush, I'm going to go ahead and do my stem here. How about we do stem here and stem here. Okay. I'm going to freeze it really quick with my little flashlight. Okay, at least that way it won't go anywhere. Get my blooming gel. Just put blooming gel over here where we're going to put our flowers. And we're going to do the orange again. Okay, and then get a little bit of white. And I'll just go on both sides of the orange. And then it will just kind of run and bloom as it likes. And I feel like it needs a tiny bit more orange. So I'm going to go ahead and add one more little dot. Just kind of right in here. How about? Okay, nuke that, Jandy. I like the way it's looking. Okay, let me seize you. All right, let's see how thumb is looking. Okay, I like it. All right. Now what I want to do, let me get my top coat ready because I want to go ahead and top coat some of these. Let's see, where's my top coat? I know I just used it a minute ago. I don't know how things run away from me. Okay, here it is. I was going to say, I just had it in my hand. All right, let's get your thumb. I'm going to go ahead and top coat the thumb. I really like that chocolate brown on there too. It looks real pretty. Okay, nuke that if you will. And let me see your other one. Okay.
Gee, Diane said hi.
Hey, Diane. Okay. That looks really pretty. You know, it almost kind of reminds me of like a Japanese garden, the colors. Okay, nuke. Okay, I'm gonna grab a different gel that I want to use. Let's see. How about we use, here we go. I'm gonna use my rhinestone glue. We'll use some of this. Okay, hand me one of your thumbs, Jandy. Okay. Let me get my little ball beads out here. Okay, I'm just kind of getting those ready. Had more beads spill out. All right, on the brown part, I'm just going to kind of put a little squeeze of this. Okay. And I don't care if it runs and kind of gets around in different places. I'm fine with that. Actually. Let me see if I can. Well, I say that, and now I need something to pick up my little balls with here. Okay. Let's put a little ball in there and then a medium-sized ball. What do you guys use to pick up your balls with? Because I have a little bit of a hard time with them. Okay, let's do a tiny smaller one. And I'm just kind of burying it in my gel here. These are very tiny. Okay, push it back up there. Okay, let's get one more little one. Scoot it over because I kind of want it to be to the side of my flower. I'm just going to wipe it with my finger, guys. Okay, let me clean it up, and then she's going to go in the nuker. And to clean it up, I'm just going to use my little, what is this thing called? Q-tip? My little Q-tip. Okay, nuke candy. I'm making a mess. Making a mess as usual. Okay, let me see other hand. All right, same thing over here. So let's do a dollop. Okay. And let's do some balls. I grabbed two big ones. Here, we'll just kind of smush those in there. And let me grab a little one. Okay, I want to scoot this back over. And I see that gel is running onto her finger, so I'm going to get that before I... Okay, nuke. Nuke it, Jandy. Okay, let me see you. All right, let's get this closed up before I end up spilling them everywhere. Okay, so this is going to look like this. I am going to top coat it one more time just to make sure everything looks nice and glossy, because we definitely want it looking high gloss. I'm going to go around my little beads. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and top coat this one. Let's top coat this guy. Okay, nuke that hand if you will, Jandy, and let me see your other one. Okay. Oh, I like that. That looks so different. Okay. They did kind of scoot back over to the side. I really didn't want them to, but that's okay. This one will look a little different than the other one. Okay. Let's get this finger. Okay. And let's get your little flower over here. Okay, nuke. Okay, I'm going to break out my Synergy gel so we can encapsulate. All right, my Build Pink. Okay, let me see one of your hands, Jandy. Okay. All right, we're going to encapsulate the middle finger. And let's see, I'm almost out of my Synergy gel in this particular bottle, but let's try this again. Will you hold your finger out for me just so it'll catch it? I'm going to use both my hands to squeeze it on here if I can. Maybe I'm that far down. I feel like there's still some in there. Hang on. Woo, there we go. Okay, that should be plenty. Let me just use my little brush to maneuver this around. Normally I don't use this brush to do it with, but either way should work. Okay, let's pull it over. I think we got enough on there. Okay, I'm just encapsulating everything in the clear gel. And I'm making sure it is going all over here. I don't need a lot of it on the sides because there's not a lot to encapsulate on the side, so I'm just going to keep those kind of nice and thin. But I do want to make sure that there is enough everywhere else. Let's pull up from here and down. Okay, nuke. And let me see this one. Okay, I think that's going to be enough. Okay, same with this one. I'm just going to kind of stretch it out here over all of our things that we want to encapsulate. And I'm just making sure it comes all the way around. So we can get a nice pretty nail in the end too. Okay, there's more on the edge than what I need, so I'm just going to kind of pull it back. Okay, nuke. And let me see this hand. let's get our little finger. This one really doesn't need too much at all because it's so little. But I do want to bring this all the way over the stars. Okay, Nuke. All right, let's see this one. Okay. I'm just making sure it's wrapped all the way around and gives me enough to cover my stars and file in my shape. Okay, looks good. Nuke. Okay, put this up. How do you feel, Jandy, about having some balls on your thumb? Is it going to bother you? You going to pick at them?
I won't pick at them, but
yeah, hopefully not. Hopefully not. Okay, before I put a top coat on, let's get these shaped up because we've got two that are encapsulated and we want to clean them up. So I'm going to go in with my swipe. I'm going to back you up just a little bit so you guys can see a little bit more of the screen. There. Okay, these two we're going to file, and I'm also, while I'm cleaning them, I'm just also kind of feeling to make sure nothing is making me film, through. I can't feel anything that's going to bother anybody. I'm going to go ahead and wipe my balls off over here. Let's see your balls. Yeah, those are cute. There's something rough right here. Don't know what that is. Let me go ahead and file it. Okay. I'll put a little bit more top coat on it before you're done. Let me see this one. Okay. I don't feel any glitter, which is great. Okay, let me clean off our little nail art that stands up. Okay, looking good, looking good. All right, let's get you shaped up. Okay, let me grab my e-file and my sanding band. I've got it on 10,000 RPMs, and I'm just going to get this one shaped up a bit. It doesn't need a whole lot because I do want it to kind of be like a bubbly nail anyway, but smooth. I'm going to fill of it. Okay, I might go a little bit. Okay. I'm going to hit the underside. Okay, hit the underside of this one. And this one. And this little guy. Let's get him shaped up. Okay, let me see. Other hand. Oh, actually your thumb. Let me get your thumb real quick. Okay. This one was a little thicker. Okay. Okay, let me feel. Okay, I want it a little thinner over here. Hit it underneath. Just go ahead and give these guys a zap. And this guy. Okay, nuke. Or actually, no, you don't need a nuke. I don't know why I told you to nuke. Here, come here. Come here. Shake my hand off. All right. Let's get you cleaned up. I have to top coat you before you nuke. I was just jumping ahead of myself. Okay. Okay, I want to top coat this guy first because I fixed him. Okay, here we go. Yeah, that's very pretty. I like the yellow in the background. I wasn't sure if I was going to like it or not, but I do. Okay, nuke. And let me see this hand. Okay. Just get this one wiped off a little bit better. This guy. All right. Now let's get this one top coated. Yeah, you can see the little tiny glitters in there, real nice. Or flash and burn. It's spilled everywhere. Okay, I need to wipe this off. That's running down your sky, your sides. Okay. And let's get this little one. Okay, nuke. Nuke that hand. There you go. All right, so let me see. I'm going to just kind of go around and make sure that we clean off any of that gel, that top coat gel that might have wanted to stick to your side. If we needed to touch up that shape at all, which I'll just kind of go on the underside. There we go. Go around this one. Just hit a little bit of the under. Okay, looks good. There we go. Sometimes that top coat likes to hang on. There. Okay. See them? I like to make sure that shape is just a little extra crisp. Okay, let me see the other. I feel like here I can kind of see where it ran on the side. There we go. Just kind of taper this in and make it a little softer. Okay. This one I can also see where it kind of ran onto your skin a little bit. Soften up that underside. Make sure there's not any top coat touching over there. Okay, let's get our oils on you and get you cleaned up. I like them though, they're very cool looking. Okay. All right, let's see. Do our little star, our flower, our glitter, our coffee, and I'm going to call this a Japanese little setting, Japanese garden setting. So that's what it reminds me of. She's got a little piece of art on every single finger for the week or for a couple weeks. Okay, let me see this hand. Which one is y'all's favorite? I know which one is my favorite. Jandy, which one's your favorite? Jandy's favorite is the green flower, which I do like too. But also, my favorite is probably going to be the Japanese garden. I think it's very interesting. What do you guys think? Cool looking? Okay, let me give you a little bit of lotion. Get this rubbed on you nicely. Because you'll be in the kitchen the rest of the day. So I'll let you enjoy a little bit of a hand massage. All right. Let me get your other one. I like the coffee one though too. I do. Do you like the coffee one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Should we have encapsulated the coffee? Or no, you like it the way it is? You like it. Okay. I kind of thought about doing like a little oval glass. You know how we've done that before on our flowers, and they came out real cute. But I kind of like it just like that. It almost looks like a marble. You know, I like it. All right, guys, let me give you one more little glance at them before we move on. I hope you enjoyed this little fun experiment here and maybe learn something.
That's cute.
Thank you, Tammy. Yeah, I like them a lot. They're very cool looking, very different, which I always try to do something a little different. Yeah, I like that. All right, guys, I will see you later this week. I hope you have a wonderful Sunday, and I'll let you know how our dinner turns out, our little Mississippi pot roast meatballs. All right. We will talk to you soon. See you later. Bye-bye.